Right, we are back. You
Right, we are back.
mute this for a minute. It's going to annoy me otherwise.
Right,
Oh,
we are back.
oh shit.
This for a minute.
Hang on.
It's going to annoy me otherwise.
I can't even do it that way. Hang on. Go away. Right.
Do it that way.
Not a minute.
Go away.
Right.
Do it that way.
Right. Turn that down. Turn that down. I do need to get my headset sorted out. Right. So, since the very last live stream that I did, which was a long time ago on this game, I've tried to sort of rethink about how I want to go forward with my channel, as it were. Like, obviously, I've been concentrating on doing some individual Tomb Raider videos, parts, getting them up, trying to get them, as semi-professional as I possibly can. I've uploaded a couple of shop ones, and one of the biggest problems that I had with obviously the live streams from the past, and also my general health as a whole, is that I would quite easily get quite a dry cough, and sometimes it was like a systematic cough, and sometimes it was genuine. So it kind of like blurred between reality and sort of kind of just coughing out of just habit, as it were. And I'm trying to sort of get into a habit of not doing that because it kind of becomes very irritating and annoying, even when I'm watching my videos back or my live stream back or whatever you want to call it. So I'm trying to do whatever I can to keep that to a minimum. If it means I have to put well, because I haven't got the mic in at the moment, just use my controller. But if I have to put the mic in with the headset, as it were, and then keep muting every time I feel like I'm going to do it, then so be it. Because I am trying to sort of become self-aware enough to try and sort of curb it as much as I possibly can. Because, like I said, I think it might have just stemmed from where I was really poorly one time, and I just kept on coughing. And obviously, my general health in general, um, all combined, and it kind of sort of came off and came out. So, yeah, unfortunately, I had to be honest on that one. It's played quite a few videos now, and it's annoying. It really is annoying hearing myself do that. Um, um, so that kind of cough is fine because that's like a genuine cough. But the other cough isn't, and the other cough is more apparent than the actual general cough. The the actual genuine cough, that is. So anyway, enough of that. Enough of that. Let's move on. So basically, since the last time, I was stuck at a crossroads. I was stuck at a dilemma. I think I might have said in the very last live stream that hey ho, we'll go with this particular ending of the Hanker um, uh, timeline, as it were. Like the I think we ended up getting originally the bad ending, and then I redid it. Maybe when I completely did the restart of the whole, doing up the place with the stables. I got like the middle ending, and I kept on getting the middle ending. There was nothing I could do to change that, and I was like, okay, what the hell's going on? So earlier on, I decided, you know what? Well, I started yesterday. I got on it yesterday, and it kept on happening. I did everything. I was following a little guide on what to say to make sure I was saying the right things. It still happened, right? So today I got on it, and I did everything again, pretty much like I did yesterday. But two things I changed, and it was the two things. Well, one of the two things I think I did in the very first place, and it failed and gave me either it probably gave me initially the middle ending, which is the sort of not too bad ending, but not the good ending either. Um, and then after that, I just probably kept on forgetting. But when you speak to the guy, that's doing the actual investigation of Johanka, you're meant to tell him about everything that's been going on, and if you don't, then it doesn't really help to create a bond. And like I said, the very first time, I think I did because I remember him asking me how I told him everything, and I think at one point I said yes, and he's like, "Don't lie to me," kind of attitude, you know. Because once you get involved in that quest line, it's like he knows instantly there's more to it than just what you're telling him. But I don't know how. He's some kind of psychic, really, isn't he? Um, that psychic, he should know that your anger's innocent if that was the case. But hey, right. So obviously I did all that. Obviously I went round. I spoke to the people that I needed to speak to, got them on board. Spoke to Johanka. Um, did what I did in the first place to get her to actually, calm down a bit by giving her the dice, and to even doubly make sure I crafted from not technically memory because I looked up the actual recipe online, but technically from Henry's memory, I basically concocted the the I forget what it's called, but the potion that gives you it gives you basically a small window of speech luck, as it were. So obviously, then you're able to maybe have a conversation with somebody, and then you can see it in the bottom there, the little thing. Hello. You can see the little potion in the bottom corner, showing it's still active because technically it was locked. And I took 3 of them. I overdosed on them just to make sure that it would work. Because, like I said, it was about 5 or 6 attempts at trying to get the good ending, and it just kept on failing. And long and behold, boom, here she is, right here. Now, like, for anybody that can't remember or not watched any of the other videos or live streams or whatever, she ends up being accused of basically being kind of blasphemous in the sense of, she claims that she's being spoken to by, um, I forget the name now. Begins with an M, I think. I forgot her name now. But yeah, she feels like she's been spoken to. I think Lady Mary, I think it is. Mary's speaking to her, and she's accused of being, basically a heretic, in a sense, and you've got to, as Henry, get her off. And there's 3 different endings. There's an ending where she ends up basically being killed, which is the bad ending. There's the good ending, which is the one I've got where she ends up staying, but she decides, to basically say that she was not wrong in what she was doing, but misguided at the same time. And then she's able to stay there, and then they're able to sort of help her on her way. She has to go. I think she has to go to the church every so often well, you'll probably hear her say about what she's got to do in a minute when I speak to her. And then the middle one, she gets sent away, and nobody ever sees her ever again. Now, that one she doesn't die in, so that's a good thing. But at the same time, it's not really the ending that I wanted. I want this ending because this ending I've always felt more comfortable being, being around, as it were. Like I feel like the good thing about this ending is now her and her man, Matthias, can now come and stay and work at the place that I've got, the place that I've done up. So, these are friends of Henry's that deserve that kind of respect. Losing her, I don't know what happens to Matthias. If he'll come, I think if I remember rightly, I think we did asked that question, and he was up for it, kind of, but it didn't feel genuine. But like, oh yeah, yeah, oh thanks for that kind of attitude. But anyway, she's coming towards
God
me now,
save
so
Henry.
let's talk to her, see
You
what she has to
Hanka?
say.
Henry, I'm still muddled from all that happened, but I want to thank you for standing by me. You've done more for me than anyone else I know.
You don't have to thank me. I only did what I consider right.
I'm still grateful, though. I'm in your debt. Take care.
Right now, I'm not too sure where Matthias is, because it's Matthias that we need to find, because he will fit the offer of going to the place, but I don't know where he is. No, that's not him there, that's a guard. Is that Matthias that's walking down there now? Or was that some other random person? Hard to tell. Oh no, it's a stonemason. Because Matthias does come this way. So I might have to just have a little waltz around, see if I can find him. I don't know where he goes. Because at one point, like you get put out here, and at one point I was stood there, and then I just turned around, and he was there, and I was like, oh, hello, Matthias. Like, he comes towards this direction, but I don't know where he goes. I don't think he goes to the bar. I don't. I keep on it fucking everything that it's not. The tavern. I don't think so. Yeah, I see. I was going to plug the headphones in today, but because I've been out of the loop for a while, trying to sort of get back into the swing of getting my confidence back after the whole shenanigans situation, as it were. No, that's not him. With the coughing and whatever like that, and I just didn't. I didn't want to do too long tonight on this. Coming back, I just wanted to do maybe like an hour, and then tomorrow I want to crack on and do a bit more, because we've still got. This is the problem. This at the time I probably would have remembered exactly everything I did and I didn't do since we started it from a certain point. But I don't know what I've got left in terms of DLC. No, because I know that obviously I rebooted it back to a previous time, and then obviously as a result, I had to redo the Woman's Lot DLC. So I know that. But I don't know what else I haven't done. I know I've still got to. I think I've still got to do Teresa's storyline again. But yeah, because I don't know. I don't think we've done Hans, because I think I was always leaving Hans till last. I didn't do Hans in the first place, so that's fair enough. I'm not worried about that. But I don't know. I don't know where I got to in terms of the actual last main DLC quest, because obviously you're like redoing it. Because if I remember rightly, I might have started with the one, the bastards one, whatever it's called. Excuse my English on that one, but yeah, like Band of Bastards or whatever it's called. I might have started with that one anyway when I was doing the main story, and then after that, I went on to do the Woman's Lot, And at some point during the Woman's Lot, I was also doing the From the Ashes DLC, which went kind of pear-shaped because of the fact that we put in a what you call it, combat type sort of training center type place, and I wanted the horse, and it's got nothing to do. Well, it was an and over whether to keep buttons, buttons, pebbles or not. But in the end, I wanted the other horse back. It's like I said, I love Pebbles because Pebbles is the first horse you get. I felt really bad about giving Pebbles up. I really did. But at the same token, the very last time I played this game, I shipped in for a new horse because I wanted a slightly. I mean, it's not like Red Dead Redemption kind of speeds, where you get one horse and then you get another horse. It's like, I can notice the difference. Now, I mean, sadly, Warhorse Studios do a great job at every single thing else. I mean, they have made a game, in my opinion, that is of the same kind of scope as a Rockstar game in this, but at the same time, there are limitations to that, and one of those limitations, unfortunately, and I'm trying to find this bloody inn, this other inn, to see if he's there, and I can't remember where it is. Oh, no, that's not it. So yeah, like, one of those limitations is obviously the horses are not as amazing as they are on obviously Red Dead Redemption. I mean, I think Red Dead Redemption has had literally a huge amount of people saying how amazingly realistic the horses were in that game. And I have to agree that they are, you genuinely feel like you are riding the horses because, like I said, they are. I mean, you may not necessarily notice it in story mode. You definitely notice it in online because obviously, online you're having to do a little bit more fucking trekking from A to B to get to places or whatever like that. Whereas in story mode, sometimes you just wind it in and just take your time. You're not too bothered about necessarily rushing through it. Where online is a slightly different experience because the particular task that you're required to do is different. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look on the map. I'm just walking around in the same area. Right, what is it here? Oh shoot! Have I even done that right? Oh no, I haven't done that right. Okay. Don't let me. Right, hang on. Let me behind me. I'm just gonna find it this way. Because I knew it was somewhere here, but it's just finding the actual entrance. Is it here? I've been walking back. It's here. Oh, it's here. Right, okay. I don't even think he's going to be here. He's probably there somewhere, but I just can't find him. It doesn't look like he's here. Right, okay. Damn it. So yeah, like, at the end of the day, see if we can find him one last time. And then, after that, we'll have a look. See. I don't want a whole hour of just me wandering around aimlessly, just talking crap. Because otherwise, what's the point of that? But, I do want to try and sort of come up with a plan going forward now, what we've got left, what needs to be done, what we haven't done. and I don't want to have to fall back on doing the what you call it, the Teresa side of the woman's lot, just for something extra to do. Oh, sorry, food repeating on me a little bit there, um, because I'm not ready to get into the meat and potatoes of the story just quite yet. I mean, we're heading out of the second act, and I'm perfectly fine with that, you know. Um, just taking my time as much as I can. Not too long, but because I do think I could, if I go back to like 2 hours, sort of time per time of doing this, I could, even if that's like 2 streams a day or something like that, 2 hours. I do think that I could potentially get this game done before the end of Christmas, or even before Christmas even comes. Um, and then we got the sequel around the corner, so it's finished just in time. But at the same time, I always hate completing the game in a sense because I really enjoy being in the world. I really enjoy, like some people genuinely love being in Red Dead Redemption, and it's one of their favorite games of all time. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Because I'll tell you why. Because I was never into the genre that it regarded at all, period. I was not into anything Western or anything to do with the Clint Eastwood type stuff or anything like that. Like, it never really did me any favours. Is that him? There he is, finally.
How are you, Henry?
I need to talk to you. Stop, in the name of the Lord. I'm going to have to come in here. There we are.
How are you getting on?
I can't complain.
I'm glad to see you back on your feet.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Henry.
Having a go at me for
Hunka
being in
told me
an
all about
secret
how you
place.
helped her.
And it's
And
fault
actually,
because he wouldn't
me
stop
too.
and talk to me.
It's incredible. All the things that happened.
You're right there.
I'm in your debt, Henry.
But yeah, I'll definitely go
For
back
both
to
of
Dead
us.
Bones tomorrow, so
Don't
I don't get
mention
that
it, Matthias.
horrible
You'd have done the
feedback
same,
from the
wouldn't you?
TV.
Of course I would.
See? Next time I need help, I know who to come to.
It's better contained with my voice and everything
Anyway,
like that.
what
But
else
for
is
the day, it's just, just want to get back into the swing of things.
What about Johanka?
Well, she has to go to St. Martin's to do penance every day.
You know that's not what I'm asking about.
Yeah. It's all good. Of course, she's very busy. And me too. But we'll go dancing together next time there's some feet here. That is, I'd like to. She would too, but she's a bit ashamed.
Why?
On account of the preaching, and the court and everything. She's worried about being among people.
Ah, I see. Well, that'll pass with time, believe me. It took me and Teresa a while to get somewhere too. Sometimes I feel like it's been a whole year.
Like you say, time will probably fix it.
Yeah, with you and Teresa, what do you want about, mate? You've only been with her 5 minutes. Couple of months at the most.
So what will you do now, Matthias?
No, because I don't know how long time has
I wish I
passed
knew,
since obviously
Henry.
we got together with her. Like,
For now,
in the
I'll
time.
work on the monastery grounds.
There's no way that
Maybe even on the
we've
construction.
only just been doing
Until
all
they
this
throw
in
us
one
out.
day. There's just no way.
don't want
It
to
must
let
be
you
at
stay
least a
here.
couple of months.
Well, it seems
Couple
the
of
abbot
couple
isn't
of
happy
months,
about so
yeah.
many lay people right outside the monastery walls. Nicodemus is trying to put a word in for us. And for Adela, too. But the abbot can be very obstinate. He wasn't happy about Johanka being here at all. And then, with all that happened after,
I see. So what will you do if you have to leave?
I really don't know. We'll stay until harvest, at least. There'll be plenty of work, and then we'll see. Maybe we can find jobs somewhere around here. But more likely we'll go away to other parts. If we can save some money. I don't know where, though.
I might have something for you. Sir Divish appointed me bailiff of Pribyslavich. After you finish with the harvests, the two of you could go there. There'll be lots of work there for a clever pair like you.
Jesus, Henry. You've really come up in the world. That would be great. Thanks. We'll go there, right after harvest. It's good to know we'll have a place for the winter. I won't forget you for this, Henry. And for everything you've done.
And that's why that whole conversation to me hits me a lot more on my heartstrings, because of the fact that, you know, I feel like Henry's doing it, you know, justifiably. You know, I feel like, you know, with Johanka taken away, it just doesn't fit quite right. Anyway, what are we doing? Right, so let's have a look at the map. Let's have a look at what we can do. So we have got we've got actually two over here. We've got a DLC there, which I think might be the Capon one. No, that's the woman's lot. That might be the Capon one. And we've got one here as well in Semipesh. Which I don't know what that is. I think it might be the white. I mean, we could go there and find out what it is. Yeah, because there's another one over here, but I think that one is just. I think that one there is just the Capon one. That's definitely woman's lot. Yeah, so we could, for today, we could just go to Semipesh and see what this is all about. Oh yeah, hang on 2 seconds. I don't know why I'm overloaded, because I wasn't overloaded before, and all of a sudden I got overloaded, and I don't know how. I don't know how I got overloaded. Is it because of the coal? It might be because of coal. I had to get coal, didn't I? Maybe it's what does the coal come under? Charcoal, sorry, not coal. Right, what is that to fuse the horse? It's definitely not that. Yeah, I don't know what is happening. Why did I become over encumbered? I wasn't encumbered before. No, I can't even. What I might do is go to the inn then and just put some stuff away. I'll have a look what we can put away, and I'll just do it that way. Saves getting into an argument with the bloody thing. Because I don't understand. I wasn't over encumbered to start with, and then all of a sudden I went in and brewed up a couple of potions, and then it said I was over encumbered. And I drank the potion, but yet technically I'm still over. I don't get it. I don't get it. Don't get it at all. I'm very strangely weirded out by it. You've just seen where Mott was then. Yeah, I don't get it. It's a very odd one, that. Because I haven't taken anything off. What am I doing? hopefully tomorrow I'll also be a bit more energized as well. Yeah, not been feeling all that energized the last few days. Something like been a bit whacked, and also other health issues and stuff like that. But hopefully everything's fine. Right, so if we go to this, right, so this is the found, so we need to be in inventory. Right, let's see what we can get rid of that we're not currently using. We need the dagger because we can't stealth otherwise. Right, fallen block is a thingy. I don't know why we keep that. Like, can't we just get rid of that? It never makes sense to me why we keep it. Right. Move money. See, the money's a weird one as well. I'm gonna just get rid of some stuff now because otherwise, if I don't, it's gonna cause me issues. Now, can we get rid of the heretic testimony? No. Marigold. I like keeping that because it comes in handy. We can get rid of that because we don't need that. Short noble. Kinds of golden. Now. Tavern. Try and keep the books on me for now. Valerian. Get rid of that for now, don't need that. I'm just going to quickly check under armor that we've got everything that gives me. See, that gives me more, but I don't like it. It gives me 40. I don't know why everything was a little bit off. Right. Let's go to Summerpesh. Right, if you want to know what this mission is, it's just to collect the flowers. There's not really anything particularly going on there. Let's go to Summerpesh. Hopefully, we'll get into a fight or anything, but if we do, I'm not going to exactly. No, it's too close, man. Summerpesh is not that far up the road, really. So let's look. We're here in Summerpesh. So let's look. Who are we actually talking to?
Kettles for water, baskets for goods, and torches for the night.
Who are we talking to? It's not this guy, is it?
God save you.
No, you're
Good
just a
luck then.
trader. I'm just a general trader. Who the hell are we talking to then? Right, so it seems like we walk the way that I was walking. Ah. Look at this dude.
God be with you. What can I do for you?
What's the matter?
It's the tourney. It always upsets me.
Why would the tourney upset you?
It brings back sad memories about my son Svartalfheim. God rest him. He always loved sword fighting. Even when he was just a lad, he used to duel with his mates
Oh,
with
it's
sticks.
this mission.
And for years, he
You've
saved every
killed
groschen he
fucking
got so as
Brett.
he could buy a real weapon. Wasn't long before he had the hang of all sorts of fancy strikes and feints. So when he heard Sir Hanush was holding tourneys for common folk, he was first in line to enroll.
Did your son ever win the tourney?
Oh, aye, more than once. Svartalfheim wasn't the strongest, but he was agile as a weasel. And he put his heart and soul into it.
So what happened to him then?
Well, this fella by the name of Peter enrolled. They called him Black Peter on account of the colour he wore. He
Black
beat
Peter's
all
dead,
comers.
mate.
No man could match him. Only Svartalfheim was
At
determined to
least
take
I
him, so
think he
he
is.
started
Like,
training
this
all
is
the
the
hours
problem
God
now. I'm
gave.
confused.
He even started going to Captain
See
Bernard
if it
for
gives me the
lessons.
option, because I don't
But
know
in
if
the
we
last
won.
tourney,
I think we
he got
have
the
got
better
the
of Black
lifer
Peter in the
thing.
end and won the prize. Only he never came home that day. I figured he was having a drink in Rattay to celebrate his victory. But he didn't even turn up in the morning, and I started getting worried. I was just on my way to look for him when some merchants came by. They found my boy by the road just past Rattay. He was still alive, but he was burning up and shaking like a leaf. I sent for the sawbones right away. But before the day was out, I had to send for the priest.
I think I can tell you what happened to Svartalfheim.
Really?
The fact that he died just after beating Black Peter and winning the tourney was no coincidence.
So it was that bastard.
Yes, Black Peter lay in wait and ambushed me. He's a nasty piece of work. The thing is, he had some kind of poison on his weapon, so I reckon he might have poisoned your son. The signs you spoke of point to it.
Merciful God, I knew it. But how did you get away from the fucker? Did you kill him?
He was no match for me. I sent him straight to hell where he belongs.
Thank you. It won't bring my
I
boy
thought I'd
back,
killed
but it
him. I
gives me
couldn't
some
remember
peace
if
to
I'd
know
done
you
the
have
tourney or
avenged
not,
his
though.
death. Here, take this. It's not much, but it's all I have.
Why are you giving me this for? I don't want it. Can I give him it back?
Goodbye.
I wish I could, like, mug him and then give him the money back, man. An idiot. Right, so... Oh, it's doing the same. So, really, we've only got... Oh, actually, we have got this mission here, which is talk to the chief engineer. Where's my phone? Because I don't know. I'm shocked that I haven't been stopped by anybody yet. So, the chief engineer here, or? Oh no, I think he's in the upper castle, isn't he? Oh, I think it is here, 'cause it's near where my bed is. Might be a bit too late to find him now. Oh, well, who's that? No.
God bless you. What troubles you?
Master Fafar, Sir Radzig sent me to you.
Did he? He must think highly of you.
I do the best I can.
That's good, because this is damned important. Silver's our most valuable asset.
How can I help with these, evil forebodings of yours?
Sir Radzig may make light of it, but a large quantity of silver has been discovered hereabouts, and no one is guarding the Skullets mines, the most likely source.
You really think someone could be stealing the silver from the mines? I would have thought that would be quite a job, wouldn't it?
It certainly would. Which is why I'd like you to go and check out not only the mine gallery, but also the yard with the smelter and the waterworks. See what kind of state it's all in.
Did I not
if
do
anything
this?
looks suspicious.
Is that the yard next to the Skalitz Mill?
That's the one. I don't know what state it's in now. There used to be a stock of charcoal and smelted silver there.
A silver store? Could there really be any left?
I doubt it. I'd be surprised if it was still standing at all.
What about these waterworks? What's there?
A stamping mill and washing troughs. They're on the bend in the river below the castle. You can't miss them. There are big tanks and equipment all around.
You said mine gallery. Just one?
Boy, there's such a maze there that it would take a week to crawl through the place. There's only one gallery I'm interested in, at the foot of the hill by a small fish pond.
Why just that one?
Because I was expecting to find a scene there. All the indications pointed to it. So if anyone is stealing silver, it'll be right there.
Should I be expecting trouble then?
Well, I definitely wouldn't treat it like a visit to church on Sunday. You could find yourself facing that pack of hungry dogs trailing the army, or a band of brigands.
I see. Well, you and Sir Radzig can rely on me. Well, I'd say there's real grounds for your forebodings. I heard from one Skalitz miner that someone may have found something there and didn't report it.
I knew it. That bastard Nemoy and his cronies. Christ above. I want the lot of them clapped in irons.
The lot of them? How many are there? A dozen? 2 dozen? How am I to arrest them all?
Yes. You're quite right. It'll be enough to take Nemoy. He's a serpent leading the others on the path of evil.
So I should look in the mine, and if anyone's there and I find Nemoy, I should bring him to you in irons.
Exactly. But proceed with caution. The punishment for stealing the king's silver is burning at the stake. Those people will be capable of anything if cornered, even murder.
That's all clear. I'll get going.
Goodbye.
And we now know what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Because, yeah, I said I was going to do an hour. It's not quite an hour, but it will do. It will do for today. Just because I want it, it'll be something for me to do when I'm energized, crack on. We're right here, we can have a sleep now, save at the same time, and then we can crack on with that tomorrow. At some point, I'm not sure what time I'm going to be doing it, but it won't matter because it will just be on the channel anyway. So yeah, until then, we'll leave it for now, and we'll crack on. I know I didn't do too much, and it was a bit of a pointless live stream in a sense, but it was a way of just me being able to get back into the sort of swing of things. What the hell was going on with Henry there? Oh, that's what happened. It was nothing to do with Henry, it was the bloody dog. He was pushing me out of the way. Right, okay. On that note, let's leave it there. And we'll crack on. Try and do a 2-hour stream tomorrow in blocks. So if I feel like doing another 2 hours in the evening, I can. Like maybe one session in the afternoon, one session a bit later in the evening. Well, we'll go with that. Otherwise, obviously, I'll do 2 hours tomorrow, 2 hours maybe Sunday. And we'll see how I feel the rest of the week next week, leading up to the end of this game. But hopefully, you know, things will start picking up now. Now that I'm mindful of certain things and trying to make improvements and be mindful of it. And if I have to, like I said, I'll try and mute my mic completely so that it doesn't become too annoying and irritating when I'm watching my own self back and then I'm hearing the irritating cough, dry, habitual thing that I do. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's annoying. It irritates me. I want to be honest and open about how annoying it makes me feel hearing it myself. And I feel like, in the sort of coming up to an hour that I've been doing, I've only done it, I think, once. And then I've coughed normally. But, knowing me, I probably have done it one more extra time that I wasn't aware of. So, yeah, hopefully it will gauge me when I listen back to it, maybe how much I did do it to annoy me, Anyway, I'm rambling, I'm going on. I am out of here, and we'll be back with our 2 hour extravaganza tomorrow of getting some of these quests done. I'm going to do this quest, the silver mine, and after that I will look at what to do next, whether to just continue with the main quest, get Act 3 underway, or just go and do some other side stuff, maybe go and do the Teresa DLC or something. I don't know, but we'll see how I feel when we come to it. I'll decide something at least, even if it is the Teresa storyline in the end. So anyway, let's go to sleep, make a save, and wait for the morning. And whilst it does this, I am just going to get ready to sign off and say goodbye. So, goodbye.
Oh.